Hi there, good people. Good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I'm doing 3 episodes for you today, and not feeling well whole day. Just taking a sort of like nap whole day, taking medication, sleep it off, because the season's kind of like is very bad right now in Bangladesh. A lot of flu going on around. People are falling for COVID again, and then people are coming back from different part of the country after the holidays of Eid. So I actually want to do the third final episode with Azzaro's very special line, and I think there are only three from this line, and I don't remember. There are actually four, but two fragrances are same, just with same two different names, right? So I'm going to talk about a flanker from House of Azzaro, and the flanker is going to be regarding this Azzaro Puram. I have a vintage, semi-vintage bottle. These are very hard to find. I treasure this. I just wear it once in a while. Very nice masculine spicy barbershop kind of style fragrance. But the line that I want to talk about is whole line is discontinued. Some countries may still have this in stock. You can see random shops, but official news is you don't find these on Azzaro's website. Azzaro have a lot of other perfumes, Wanted line. They also have those Wild Mint, that different line, the Amber Fever. I don't know, the other one's Hot Pepper. They have a different line of colorful lines. But this line, I have three fragrances, okay? One's gonna be called Silver Black, which is also known as Onyx. Same perfume, by the way, just different names, different time release. Then I'm going to talk about the names are at the bottom, okay? This is called Elixir, I think. Yeah, the red bottle. And then I have the Nighttime. And if you actually been following me for years, since my beginning, you have seen I reviewed this back in the days and I sold them all off. The reason being, there was a time I was just going like speed of bullet. Why? Because I wanted to create more and more content. I wanted to be the guy who did cover every single fragrance in the market. This was me, and I still am doing that, I think, but not as crazy, maybe still the same. But Azzaro, underrated house. One reason I'm doing this particular, very particular line, I can talk about the whole Azzaro line, which I did before, but this particular line I'll talk about for a reason. There are certain fragrance in community which people worship. When I say worship, means like holy grail, like Aventus, some of the more expensive one, Amouage, Reflection Man, or something like by Killians, so they go like gaga over it. They're like literally, like if they could worship that fragrance, they would worship it. But some of the fragrance from designer line, there was a time, people actually would love fragrances for what they wear. Spice Bomb, The One, La Nuit de l'Homme, Bleu de Chanel. These fragrances have their own brand, not like a Chanel or Victor and Rolf. The fragrances create their own icon. So people actually would not worship, but they would actually show the due respect back in the time when I started my game. And I enjoyed that. It was not about designer or niche per se. It's not how much you spend, but mostly people wore fragrances, not brands, right? Some people may did wear brands, but this particular line, like let's say this line of Azzaro, these three discontinued gems, I would call them, do not get talk. And I'll tell you, I reviewed them all, but I want to revisit them so you'll understand. Some reviewers still talking about some oldies, right? That's my goal. So first one I'm going to show you, this all came in standard 100 ml bottle, and I did have, I think, Onyx, and Silver Black is the one that was it Black Onyx or Onyx? Just one of the names, but if you go Google Azzaro Puram Onyx, you'll see. So this one I compared in my last video, one of the videos I did like 1 year or so. I compared this with something like inspiration behind, not inspiration, I don't want to say it would be a controversial thing, but this smells a lot like Dior Sauvage and Sauvage Elixir mixed, and they did it a long time back. I read a comment long time back that people said this was the Sauvage of the back in the time because of some reasons. This one has lavender, but it's very sweet and it's very long lasting. This fragrance smells so impressive, okay? Silver Black, man, it smells sweet, okay? It smells like if the feel that you get from Dior Sauvage Elixir, I have seen many people say, oh, what are you talking about? You don't know anything. Yeah, I don't know anything. Nobody knows anything. But the way it's built, if you compare the notes, at least 5 to 6 notes are common with this or with Dior Sauvage Elixir. And this perfume, you can still have it. Even if you find it, it's not super expensive. It's like $40, okay? 35, 40 bucks. So when you find these and you put this on, you're not going to perhaps get as long lasting as Dior Sauvage Elixir, but similar performance to Dior Sauvage, one thing. So perhaps this is Ambroxan or something like it, but something fresh in it, okay? When you spray this, it's very sweet, and it's also very fresh, kind of a unique smell. There's nothing like this in the market, apart from when you smell Sauvage Elixir. But it's not 100% same, but the way they're built are same. So definitely check it out, Silver Black is one of my favorites because it lasts a long time. It's a barbershop It's a bit different than the original Azzaro Purum, but it has the sweetness. It's a bit more modern. But this whole line, I suggest, because these are getting hard to find. If you're a collector, collect these. You will cherish this for a long time. So this Silver Black or Azzaro's Purum Onyx or Black Onyx. Forgot the exact name. They're same juice, just different name. Second one, all three are awesome. Second one is this red bottle. When you see this red bottle, it definitely looks cool. It looks like something vampire or someone's signature scent. It's awesome bottle, trust me. Those who love it, they love it. So if you love fragrances like David of Hot Water or Givenchy's, I forget the name always. What's the red bottle called? Where are you? Come out, show me yourself. Yes, Xerius Rouge. Similar theme bottle, but it's not because the bottles are same or red. They are the same. They are different in smell, okay? But this one has some spicy, kind of like a vanillic tone. At the same time, it has something like a boozy tone, you know? It's very sweet, very sweet. When you smell this, the sprayers are not really good on this. When you smell this, what you're gonna get from this is kind of like a sweet party perfume, okay? Some people say, I think I've seen one reviewer, forgot his name. I used to follow his channel a lot. He reviewed this long time back. So he said this, imagine a vampire, or who said it smells like a vampire drinking, having a drink in a bar and just having a great night. I think one of the reviewers, I just don't remember. But that kind of like did it for me, you know, it's like a nice little description. And it's kind of cool if you watch Vampire Diaries or True Blood, you know. Sorry, this fragrance is very strong. I'm having some throat issue. But this fragrance is very nice, playful one. And I think that spicy, sort of like playful, sweet. It reminds me sort of like Daniel Desire Red, Pakaravan 1 Million, that genre, but it has a unique smell to it. So definitely doesn't smell like blood. Definitely doesn't smell like blood. It's kind of like a sweet tonka perhaps, and kind of like a vanillic on the dry down. That's what my nose gets. Try to get this if possible. The whole line is worthy of collection. You can get within $100 all these three. Sometimes you pay like $100 for a brand new designer release. See, 300 mls. Okay, so altogether, this is amazing. Definitely amazing. You will get compliments, very long lasting, just like the previous one. Last but not least is another favorite of mine. This is called Nighttime. Okay, these bottles are so gorgeous. Even though the same, I just love the way they look. And this one has a rhubarb note. Okay, that's what this is special for. This one, even though this is a nighttime, but I think it's a fresh take. You know, it's like kind of that grapefruit, rhubarb, you know. The sprayers, that's one thing I just do not like. The sprayers are not that great. Back in the days, it's like a big, it just bursts from the beginning. But then 100 ml is really good. Amazing, amazing opening. This one, definitely, if you do love, I'll tell you what, if you did like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever, is the latest one, the grapefruit based one. This one is very similar. It has a little bit synthetic vibe, not as juicy, but definitely very fresh kick. When you smell it, you really find it unique, and it starts developing a little bit different. Maybe there's a cardamom, a little bit like La Nuit de l'Homme vibe. It's not a clone of that, by the way, but similarly styled. That's why I think they are saying this one, La Nuit de l'Homme, are kind of like maybe in the same time that you wear. So all the fragrances, they have their own thing going. Nothing can be like exactly 100% to something else, but I really like this, you know, the rhubarb, especially in this rhubarb and the grapefruit, I think, and then the cardamom, and maybe there is a ginger note or something like it, which creates kind of like a spicy affair. But it's very sweet, and kind of like, you know, we have this thing called chewing ginger. You know, they dry out the ginger and then you can take it as like chewing ginger, like, you know, those candies and stuff. This one feels like it. So very distinctive, you know, all these three fragrances, you know, none of them I can say like, you know, are clone of something. This whole line, you know, this is why I wanted to revisit this, because they all smell great. First one was Silver Black or Onyx, similar to Dior Sauvage Elixir, same way, but this one came out way before Dior Sauvage did. So Silver Black definitely holds its position very strong for me. Really like it. The second one was Elixir. It's more on the sweeter side, kind of like a clubbing banger. The third one, it's kind of like a mysterious date kind of a scenario with excellent longevity. All of them have 6 to 7 hours easy. Okay, easy. So these three in this line, I think are fantastic. There's a reason. You know, I have a huge collection so far now. You know, I'm collecting a lot of perfumes. I have like Frederic Malle, this and that. But when I actually go back and buy some of my favorite perfumes from back in the time, it means they are special. Definitely has a lot of memories, early days of reviewing, collecting. So I'm very happy I have this. So I just want to review them. Okay, thank you so much. Please check them out. And that would be my actually goal for you to look at some fragrances which are hidden gems. These are hidden gems. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.